Hello. Good morning as always. Alright, so nothing's changed too much here. Steve's got his axe back. Figure, you know what, we're crazy overleveled for a while anyway. Hang on, what chapter are we in? I always forget where the chapters break. Alright, we're in 3, so should be fine. This is usually why I refer to it as the level 30 cap, but I always want to check. But basically, if you haven't reached 30 by crit and eye, then you're alright. Odds are you will not actually have to worry about that sort of thing. So, in that case... Oh, somebody's beeping outside. But no, in that case, it kind of makes me wonder... Like, if, I wonder if XP has actually gone down in general. Because, while over-leveled, yeah, the party here isn't going to be hitting the cap. And I know for a fact that that was a thing that can happen, because I did a Rune Fencer run kind of back last year or so. And, yeah, that thing just ended up completely hitting a wall at that point, and then it was just like, pretty much a couple days of trying to get everybody friggin' unicorn spears. Not a fun time. Alright. But yeah, no, personally, I would be completely for just like a general reduction in XP all over the place. I feel like it would be a pretty useful way to go about it. Although that being said, I can guarantee that that Rakes has a better idea. The guy seems to have a perfect idea on how to balance just about anything. It's kind of miraculous, actually. But, yeah. Gildora here is super lucky because we decided to do something dumb and attack in the rain. Hang on, what exactly was he getting at here? Why exactly did we attack this place if we had no army to back us up? Huh. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, just keeps on going by generations. They didn't have the internet back then. Alright, so Steve is actually going to go and delay this side. Mostly because he can. There's not really a whole lot they're going to be able to do to him. I just figure if there's anyone that's probably got a pretty good chance of taking a whole bunch of shots with no problems, that'll probably be him. And it's not like everybody's needed to go take care of frickin' Gildora here. She's never been particularly threatening. Actually, if there's any one of the bosses that could probably use a little bit of a buff. I mean, granted, I haven't actually properly encountered her here yet, but in most past runs, she's been a little bit on the chumpy side, so we'll see. Now, once we hit the level scaling cap, though, I don't know where things are gonna go. Because at this point, I'm pretty sure running into a random fight could well end the run. Not sure. As time goes, I suppose. I mean, so far it's so good. Haven't really successfully managed to recruit a 10th member yet, and I don't feel like cheating one in. So, let's see how that goes. We'll just assume that they don't... Well, obviously they don't have them in the stores. So, we have to recruit them using in-game methods. And I mentioned it before, but I seriously have no idea with the other two games whether you can just buy them or what. I'd assume, given when it came out, that probably you can. It's like everything before KOL, you were able just to, you know, go higher at the store. So, there was that. Actually, it was kind of cool how in the original TO you could pretty much go and get a bunch of cool extra items and stuff on top of interesting hires and stuff like that. Like, I forget, there were a few monster units and things like that you could sell to certain stores, and that's how you got some of the unique items. Like, I think hover shoes were in one of them. I want to say the, Fire Drake was in one of them. Like, if you sold the Fire Dragon at a particular store. I think, granted, it's one of those how the hell was I supposed to know kind of things, but that's cool, you know. Okay. Okay, you know what? Actually, Gildor is pretty dodgy here. We've got decent dodge, we've got decent resistance. I suppose you're a decent leader. For now. Until you become a decent pincushion in just a sec here. Smacks it out of the air with a stick. We'll just ignore the impossibility of that. Okay, not impossibility, but general improbability. Let's go ahead and call it that. Okay. The last crossbow should be able to move before their healers, I think. Which... go ahead and give us a free castle. You're a knifer, so you run up here. Oh, by the way, for the sake of comparison between original and this version, so she's got 51, right? Barely used that thing, barely been in any fights, hasn't been in any grinding fights since getting daggers or anything. Already up to 51. I had two people specifically, so Iron Man run of the original version, just past this point, had two people, basically I just wanted to see what would happen if I had two casters sitting in the back and just training daggers forever until they finally became warlocks down the road, and, you know, maybe they would just suddenly become the best dagger users ever. It was a weird run. Anyway, how dare you hurt Steve slightly. Alright, so, point being, I, was going and doing that. They still haven't gotten rank 2 by the end of chapter 3. just I know I reiterate it way too much, but it's just one of those things of, man, that's just such a good change. It's like, I get they were going for, you know, supposed realism and stuff like that. Oh man, Gildor just became amazing. Crap. Why, Mosquito? Why are you so slow? No, I know they were going for realism, but they went for, like, beyond realism into why are they senile? Who knows? Like, surely after they've gone and gotten into, like, 50 knife fights here, you know, they can become 5% better at using the darn thing? Because that's basically what it is. Each level is, I believe, somewhere along the lines of, like, a 5%, penetration and damage increase. So it's pretty significant by the end there. Who gets a Nody Fist? Actually, you know what? How about nobody yet? Rob. Stole... I don't know why you stole his rubber ball. There's something disturbing about stealing a rubber ball from the crotch of a golem. Something's very wrong here. Oh no. Alright. Well, Steve was a pretty decent distraction. Oh man, Gildora, you could have made this a real fight. And you just decided to walk forward. I hope that someday down the road, it'll become possible for the AI to realize that perhaps staying back is a good idea. Generally speaking. So I love how the silver points look like a miniature Ambition. I just can't not see that. It looks so cool. They all just got copies made into daggers after they got the one from Cher last time. The mini shanks. No, I've had it happen once that this particular guy actually wasn't paying attention, and she had actually been in critical and got killed off. Actually, I forget if it was her or one of the other ones, but one of the leaders. Like, there was a caster on this map. The guy ran up and basically offed their leader to basically do 1 damage to 2 of my guys. Yeah, way to go, you sure showed us. You caused a couple people mild discomfort and took out your leader. Then Gildora gets killed off as always, because there's no route that she survives. There's Prestus, aka Prestosia, except in this case it becomes Ballistics. Shut up, April. Through a lot, I know. But just deal, okay? In fact, I think I'm gonna I'd have to have April in more of a support role so that they don't leave. Because, yeah, now that... because I have the thing for cards turned off, they don't get random huge boosts to loyalty. Meaning that this whole fight against Galveston here, because they're from there, technically speaking. I don't know why to assign them that, but whatever. Since they're friendly towards Galveston there, they're gonna basically get a loyalty loss every time they either fight somebody from there, or, I think it's every time they're forced to kill somebody from that faction, or something in the opposite direction, too. Anyway, I think it's like every time you hire on somebody from there, they get a boost in it. But alright. April's gonna stick back for a while. I think they get a loyalty bonus at the end of every fight. So I'm gonna try to just not use them. Hello, Beef Lord. Yeah, this conversation is a little bit hilarious this time around. Because he's right in every other route, but in Chaos he's just wrong on every single point. Like, no, everything was fake, it's all a ploy, it's all a lie, it's all this, that, and the other conspiracies, you know, basically Fox News. But, then yeah, he, basically just winds up completely wrong on every single point that he makes. No, I know it's real, like, you know, it was definitely the case the entire time. Fair enough, because he never really did anything on the Chaos route. He just looks like a douche. Alright, so one of my second liners, I think. Where's... Yeah, that's Rapari. Okay, so yeah, no, one of my frontliners. I was gonna say frontliners to begin with, and then I'm looking at it and like, wait, maybe it's one of the other ones? For some reason I thought Crossback hadn't gone yet. Always seems to get his turn later, but I think they have near identical recovery times. That's what's going on there. But that's fine. Steve can take over for the charge. Alright. Think of it. Okay, yeah, they're 13. We still have the massive level bonus. Yeah, I think during that Rune Fencer one it was Apollinaire in this castle. And that's hooked. Hey, like, check out all of our sweet god weapons. We just sort of found them lying around in the back of the castle. Hey, dude. Where? Where did you find all this crazy friggin' fantasy crap all of a sudden? Like, I'm over here stuck with, I think I had everybody up to tridents. Or no, I had scorpions on everyone. Because even the most updated spears I could make weren't actually enough, so... Let me get a shot from here. And... Also another hilarious example, as far as the balance changes between the two. So, I was trying to make another functional Terror Knight after disqualifying my last Iron Man run of that thing. Because I accidentally did a retreat at some point. But no. I was trying to make another Terror Knight happen. So the last time I had used Voltaire, and his extra defense made him pretty decent at the job. This time around, I didn't have one of those, I was just using a random generic. I figured, okay, would get around the whole defense problem by going and training him up as a basic soldier person for a while. Would, you know, would let him train a few levels as a knight, give him a vitality thing, and then let them do their thing. Give them heavy armor and everything. Figure, okay, you know what, this is gonna be enough. For the sake of flavor, I'm gonna let them have a two-hander. Anyway, you know, all is seeming like it's actually gonna go pretty well. Then they start getting completely beat to all hell in just a random training fight in friggin' Tynemouth. So, they just get the crap kicked out of them pretty much immediately. So I figure, okay, you know, they're kind of on the edge of the fight. I'm gonna have them go wander off and go fight this one healer over here. Surely nothing can go wrong there. So they wander off, and they go fight this lone cleric, and they get a few hits on the guy, and he's just hitting himself. Finally, he doesn't have enough points to heal himself one turn, runs up, and basically takes her out from half health. With a stick. I'm just like, wow. So, they're made of glass. Like, I knew it was bad, but I've never exactly seen anything that bad, you know? The base game was hilarious. Thank you, as always, for existing one version. You know, I don't know, it just may be a weird quirk or whatever. I just always end up going back and forth between modded and unmodded games just to not suddenly, well, what am I even trying to say here? Just to basically not forget why exactly the mod was needed in the first place. Okay, you know what? They're actually not crumbling. Pikmin, what can you do? 47? No, we're gonna need to take out some folks. Their healers need to go before we can do anything serious. Probably take out the TKs as time makes it convenient. Need to have somebody, probably Toots here. April. Could have her. Where are they right now? Fill up freaking Steve the Super Beast over here. Finish off this one. And I ignore the bag because it's really not going to have anything I need anyway. Another, I know I say this like every other sentence now, but it's another thing I really appreciate about One Vision. Just the fact that they, that in most cases you don't really have to go out of your way to pick up the bags. But, like, you're gonna have several consecutive fights screwed over because one guy came and picked up a piece of equipment you couldn't get yet. Yeah, let's spread out damage. Notice this is supposed to be in Mosquito speed. Of course. Can't have a single part without rolling a 25%. It's the rule. How the hell did I have so many kills going to April, though? Alright. Luca. Back out. Again, same thing, don't want her getting any kills on accident. Need that one going. So 2 archers on them. And then after that I can have... What the hell do I want going for the healers? One of them's put himself into a pretty easy shot right here. Good. That worked out nicely. And then just both put each other right in the very front. No problem. Thank you for sorting out that problem for me. Yes, yes, lagging, I know. Such suffering. So, next Iron Man run is going to be not exactly on this particular emulator, or at least not this version of it. That's actually going to be on the newer version, just to see if it'll run a little bit better now that it's gotten another update. I had actually stopped using the previous one for two reasons. One, that I was told that the lag glitch was a little bit lower on this version. Which, I mean, yeah, it's a little bit. Not that much. But the newer version seems to have fixed up a lot of issues as far as the TO emulation goes, so might as well try it, and there goes Luca. Crap. Can we go anywhere? Like maybe right here? Oh, you fools. You fools! The pumpkin nuke has come. Tooted it. It was fortooted. Meanwhile, Steve here can't stop thinking about mugging folks. He's a strange guy. Girl. Thing. I don't know what they are. They're an unknown creature in a friggin' mech suit. Fortunately, that last one got away because I went for the wrong one. Yeah, I got distracted. I know, I get practice up. I'm gonna have to look up a point table for how exactly these loyalty things go. See if it's something I should really be worried about. Yep, the very rough basics down. I want to see it become more of a thing, you know? Like, there's more severe penalties for stuff, just... In general, it seems like nobody ever leaves until there's a weird challenge run involved. Or it's Saracel, who's just kind of there, I guess, to justify the mechanic or something. Is that the mechanic in the original? I don't know. I think of it, I really don't know. Your healers are gone, now you can go down. Feels like a weird version of That's What She Said. Boom. Thankfully, he's trapped himself like a genius. Yeah, you are perfect here. I should go do those. Solving problems. What's funny is these 8-tile shots here, like, when I'm talking about 8 is like 1, 2, 3, 4. Instead of, like, if you shoot from here to here, for example, it'll pretty much always hit on a diagonal. This rarely does, especially if there's someone right here. I'm not sure what decides whether or not they do, because most of the time it doesn't, but sometimes it'll just decide, hey, it's fine now. This time, I've decided to... Not gonna go rail guns on these ones. They're doing just fine without him. Yeah, it's a good speech by the guy. Look at the mirror and one day you'll see the other guy looking back at you. And they see greed. Yeah, no, he's... It's true. He's basically the local equivalent of an angry guy from Tennessee. Basically the usual, oh no, if we don't do something right now, everybody's gonna come to cause all the problems kind of guy. I see a lot in the South here. I mean, yeah, different strokes, different folks. Just mean they really love to get in your face about it. Like, believe exactly what I say, or else you're wrong and a traitor, and... Really? I just don't agree with you personally. Because that is a little bit extreme, and perhaps going to war over frickin' nothing is just a bad idea. Just a thought. Oh, yeah, I forgot this guy's resistance is 3rd. Okay. Get you finished off. Actually funny, because the bow kill moves... Oh, I guess that's the end of that. But yeah, bow kill moves almost don't make a point when there's Pumpkin Strike. It's just so much... Notice that that's not coming through. What I'm trying to say is Pumpkin Strike is amazing. Oil de golly, and we got Hexers. Good thing we're totally going to use those. And Dragoons, too. Yeah, Curtain Eye's where they keep all the Dragoon stuff. Yeah, I know. Up April. And then they leave Brigantes. And then Cashers are like, oh no! Yeah, you suck. Bye. Yeah, actually it is. Seriously? Bye. Piss off. Okay, so then we go to Brigantes. Alright. I think that's another store update. I might very well be mistaken. Nope, still. Alright. Whatever. Anyway, see you next time.